Hey, what's going on? Welcome to IP Tuts. I am your host, Philly Phil, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 logo. I did not do the original. Probably should have because I like it. And yeah, but you can kind of use this just to, for your fan art, or if you make videos and stuff, you post them on YouTube. You need to use, a logo for an intro, whatever the case may be. Um, we're actually going to recreate the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 logo. Um, all right, so if I go too fast, please rewatch the video or drop me a comment either on here or on Facebook because I respond to almost every comment, and I will try to reiterate, if you will, if you don't understand. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. What you want to do is go ahead and go to Google and grab one of these bad doohickeys right here. We're going to use this to actually as our guideline and pretty much trace some of it, not all of it, but some of it. All right. Simply because I found a font for the M and W. It wasn't very great, and then the three I couldn't find a font for that. But the Call of Duty font is actually fairly simple. Let's go ahead and lock that picture. When you bring it in, what you're going to do is embed it up here to where if you take the file somewhere else, it doesn't matter. It's going to stay there. You don't have to worry about the link. Alright, what we're going to do is I have the Call of Duty, grab your text and you're going to write it out. And what this is Helvetica Insert LT Standard Roman. Um, Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab it, we're going to take it and go Control Shift O to create outlines, or you can come up here to type and create outlines right here. And then what that does is that makes outlines is not editable anymore as far as changing what it says, but you can now do all kinds of neat stuff to it. What we're going to do is it's in a group right now. We're going to ungroup it by going Control Shift G to ungroup it, and now every individual letter is on its own sublayer. And what we're going to do is grab the actually let's grab it all, and we're gonna stretch it upwards. What we're going to do is this part of the D, we're going to bring it up to about right here. And you can see that when you bring it up, you can see that line. Bring it up about 3/4 of the way up. And it's stretched. What we're doing is you can kind of use this right here as your guide to kind of mimic that. Alright, what we're going to do is now we're going to take the OF by holding down Shift and Alt. We're going to shrink it down on itself like that. About right there. We're going to grab the call, hold down Shift and scoot it over. Grab the duty, hold down Shift and scoot that over as well. Alright, and then that of actually can be smaller as well. A little bit smaller, about like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press A for our direct selection tool, and we're going to grab this leg of the L, hold down Shift and grab this leg of the L, and we're going to hold down Shift and scoot this over just a little bit, just to bring that in just a tad bit. And then let's go and scoot this over again. And scoot this back. Scoot this right there. That's fine. You can just use your arrows to kind of nudge it over. And then we're going to make it a tad bit bigger. By holding Shift, you can kind of scale it all by itself. And grab everything. And we're going to add a stroke to it. We're going to use a black one for this part right here. Black stroke. For the call and duty, not the we're going to bring it up to about 9 points just for this one right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Y and we're going to connect the corner of the T and the Y right here. As you can see, they connect right there. I'm just going to use my arrows. Just nudge that over right there. There we go. That's perfect. Grab the T and the Y and scoot that over to create the space again between the Y and the T. There we go. There we go. Don't want that touching. Let's move that over a little bit more. There we go. There we go. The of, we can add a stroke to that. We'll just go with 3 here. For you guys, it may be different. but for my instance, that's what I'm using. And we're pretty much close. I'm going really fast. This doesn't look too bad, but you guys are getting the gist of it. You guys can even grab it all and stretch it outwards just a little bit. I'm not holding down shift when I do this. I'm just moving it just to make it a little fatter. Then you can just use your arrows to scoot it on over. Alright, so there you go. There you have your duty right there. Now we're going to work on the NW3. Now as far as the NW3 itself, it's fairly easy. You would look at it and go, oh, that's complicated, but it's actually not. You got your lines here that intersect right there, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now in about 2.2 seconds. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually just going to trace the NW3. Don't worry about the lines, trying to create every individual line. Let's bring this back down to 0. Trying to create every individual block, because that would just take too long, and let's face it, I'm way too lazy for that. So what you'll do is take the fill and make it see-through. We're going to grab our pen tool and we're going to go through it. Now what you're going to do is put your point, hold down shift and click, and what that does is that makes a straight line. Now you can do that, but only at an angle at 90 degrees or 45 degrees. Like this line right here is not at 45 degrees. It's at some other degree. Watch, if I hold down shift and click it, it puts it up here. That's because this right here is at 45, but the M isn't. So when you go to trace that part, you just click it, and then you would just click it here, hold down shift to go straight, while continuously holding down shift. You click again, let go of shift, shift up right here, let go of shift again, not holding shift, down on shift, come over, and you come up. Now, a neat little trick about this, let's say this point right here was off. This is a little, it really doesn't matter, but let's say it's off like this, right? What you can do to line that up with this one, and to make sure all these points are straight and everything, what you can do is you grab your direct select tool and click that point, and you hold down shift and click that point, and you come over here to your align tab over here, and you want to go horizontally align center. And what that does is it snaps the first one that you selected to the position of the second one, and that would work in this instance too. Let's say this was a little off and you want to make sure they're straight, especially if you're going to put it in 3D. You definitely want to make sure all your lines are straight. So what you do is select your first point, which is this one, hold down shift, select your second one, and then you want to go to align vertically center. You click it and it snaps it to the second one you have. And you would do that. You can do that with all of these, and just to make sure they're all level, and do it all the way across the board here too. And then you would just put them there, and now they're all straight across, and you would do that there, and so on and so forth. And you would just do that all the way through here on the 3 and everything. Put these lines right here in for the 3, and you would come up with something like, let's grab this and delete this. Something like, where's my original? We're gonna use my original one. Something like this one right here. Copy. Now we're gonna turn that back off. Paste. Oh no, I want to select this layer here. Oh, there's no reason for me to have that layer. Alright, we're gonna use it here. No, why don't you listen? Paste. There it goes. Piece of crap. Oh, that's the original. I don't want to use that one just yet. I want to use this one. Alright, locked it. Hold on 2 seconds. Alright, we want to use this one. Copy. There we go. Turn that off. Here, here. And we're going to paste it. Alrighty. I got that sucker to work. Alright, so what we end up with is something like this. Let's go ahead and unlock that. Let's scoot this off to the side for now. So this is what we have. Now, from right here, going to do is, now that you've traced it and everything's set and ready to go, what you want to do is grab your gradient tool by pressing G. Gradient tool from over here. You're going to add a gradient to it. Click it. And what you do is, with your gradient tool still selected, once you squish that down a bit, just to add that gradient, because right now it's on the radio, and you're just going to bring it in. Alright, so the colors we're going to use is, the center of it will be 204, 255, and 184 for the center, and then the outer part of it will be 140, 198, and 63. Alright, so that's for that. That's for the gradient for the center of that. Now what we're going to do is work on the lines that go across it. That's actually fairly simple too. What we're going to do is we're going to grab rectangles. We're going to make it about yay thick. Let's make these black. And what we're going to do is start these rectangles at the top right here. The top of our letters right here. Alright. Now the thickness of these squares is going to be how thick these bars right here are. These are what's going to be seen of the actual NW3, not the spaces in between it. That's why it's at the top. And then what you do is you grab it, hold down Shift and Alt, or hold down Alt and then Shift, and just drag it down and just put a little minor space in between it, just like that. Alright, now without deselecting it, what you want to do is go Control D to duplicate that transformation, and that just continuously make copies. So Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, and wow, that actually lined up really well. I think it actually did. Let's see. Oh, not too bad. Alright, what we're going to do is, let's make that black. Okay, so what we're going to do is align this to the bottom part right here. And we're going to grab them all, okay, and then we're going to use once again our align tool, but instead of using this top part, we're going to use this center one, and it distributes all the objects evenly in between itself. So we're going to distribute them vertically, since you're going vertically in between each other, and you just seen that shift. Watch, let's see if you guys can, I'm gonna zoom in and see if you guys can see this a little better. Control Shift Z. Oh wait, you guys see that moving? It shifts it just a little bit. Alright, okay, so all that's shifted. Now what we're going to do is grab this, and we're going to actually grab all of it and use our Pathfinder tool. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that just yet. Alright, so what we're going to do is grab all the black bars, and we're going to go Control 8, and what that does is that creates a compound path. Alright, which is right here, Object, Compound Path, make compound path right there. And then what we want to do is grab it, go to our Pathfinder, and we're going to use intersect, this one right here. And what that does is that, now, not really realizing it was going to do that, it actually messed up the gradient. So that's fine, no big deal. Alright, so what we're going to do is grab it, and we're going to go Control 8 on this too, make compound path. And then, well, if we didn't do that, if we went to apply a gradient to it, it would apply it single to each square. That's not what we want to do. What we want to do is apply it to the whole. So we want to go Control 8. That creates a compound path. And then you press G for your gradient and just click it. And then just do what you did before. Put the center at the top of the W. Squish it down a bit. Same colors as before. And you're set as far as that part right there is concerned. Colors once again are right here: 204, 255, 148. That's the RGB colors, by the way. That's for the center, and then 140, 198, 63 RGB colors for the outside of the gradient. Also right here, if you want to get rid of those lines right there, all you gotta do is go Control H. And what that does is it just leaves the bounding box, and it gets rid of the actual lines for every individual box. And that way you can kind of see what you're doing a little better without that being in the way. And then what you want to do is grab a stroke, add it to it, and we're just going to use this screen right here, right below the black. And depending on your size, uh, I just use 0.5 for now. But if your picture's bigger, then you want to use, you obviously want to, you're obviously going to want to use a thicker one. What happened to my gradient, you piece of crap? Alright, my gradient wants to be stupid, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to use my original one. Hopefully you guys are still fine. I'm just going to use my original one. And voila. Crap, I keep doing that. Paste. There we go. Alright. See, so here goes my original one. As you can see, everything's so nice, fine and dandy here. Okay, so you guys have your gradient in place. Now, what the next step is to add the glow. You want to go and go over here to Effect, Stylize, and then Outer Glow. And that's going to be Mode Screen. Color, the RGB is 079/165. And opacity is at 80. And my blur, it may be different for you guys, is at 11 pixels. At this point, what we will do is move that off of there and put our black background on there. Make that rectangle black. Control Shift left bracket drops it to the back of it. We will grab our Call of Duty font, which for some reason, oh, it's there. I never even grouped it. Haha. Yeah, that I screwed up. Well, not really. Alright. Well, no, I'm just gonna select all these. What you want to do is go ahead and group it all together. Yeah. I'm gonna cheat it real quick. Watch this. Bloop. Select it all. And let's get rid of that. Control G to group it. But I thought I compound pathed it. Maybe not. Okay, well, we can also actually compound path. Once again, Control 8. And we will make that white. Make the stroke white. Oh, yeah, because that's all together. My bad. Maybe we don't want to compound path it. Maybe we will just group it. Alright. Sorry about that, you guys. We will just group it. And the reason why that's not showing that box is because it's all selected and it selects everything, and then it adds a box around the biggest thing you have there. So if you was just to press shift and grab the box here, then it would now officially show what you have selected, which is that. Once again, if I'm going too fast, you guys can definitely either rewind the video, shoot me a message and let me know. Ask any questions as long as it's relative, and I will definitely answer you. Alright, so we have that, and there you go. What you can do is definitely add you can take this right here, you can save this out, take it into Photoshop, and then add the little scuff marks to it, these doohickeys right here and whatnots. But for the most part, there you go. You can probably add a little bit more glow here if you want, but I chose not to. But you can use this for pretty much anything. Make it as big as you want and be set. Alrighty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Once again, sorry for going really fast, but I wanted to get this out to you. Once again, if you have any questions, comment either YouTube or on Facebook, or you can even hit me up on Twitter, which everything's in the link. So thank you for watching. Once again, I'm Philly Phil. Subscribe, rate, comment, thumbs up. Send me your artwork. Post it on my Facebook. I want to see what you guys come up with. If you guys actually add the scuffs, let me see what you guys did with it, because I didn't feel like doing all that. It wasn't that necessary. I just wanted to copy this. Alright, so you guys take care. Happy holidays. Don't forget to subscribe. I got a lot of stuff coming up, especially for the year 2012. There's short films being made, scripts being written, videos, tutorials. There's a few actual shows that I'm going to be a part of. Shows from music to talk shows. It's actually pretty crazy. I'm doing some off the wall stuff. Okay, energy drinks. And, oh, it's crazy. All right, so you guys once again take care. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Take care, be safe, and hopefully this isn't the last tutorial before the end of the year. But if it is, I will see you guys definitely in 2012. All right. So, oh, before I go, real quick, if you guys ever want to play with me on Xbox Live, this right here is my gamer tag. So if you guys ever want to hit me up, usually I won't join a game, but you guys can definitely just hop in if I'm playing. You know, just say hey, what's up? You know what's going on. I'm telling you now, I'm pretty sick at this game. Call of Duty's always have been. Alright, so that's little X, big O, space shadow, space big O, big X, little X. Or as my best friend likes to say, hug, big kiss, shadow. You know, anyways, you get the idea. Big hug, little kiss, big. Yeah, shut up. Alright, so you guys take care once again. See you guys in the year 2012. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys take care. Alright?